"Captain, we're about to cross into the unknown!" I exclaimed, my voice quaking with a mix of exhilaration and fear. Captain Torres turned to me, her eyes alight with determination. "What lies ahead could change everything for humanity," she replied, her tone steady yet charged with urgency. "Then we face it together," she said, her resolve unwavering. "Whatever awaits us beyond the stars, we will confront it as one." In that moment, I felt the weight of our mission settle over us. A journey into the abyss where hope and terror danced hand in hand and the fate of countless worlds hung in the balance. Would we emerge as heroes, or would we be lost to the darkness? The adventure of a lifetime was about to begin. In the year 2147, as Earth teetered on the brink of collapse, humanity's last hope lay in the stars. Aboard the Odyssey, a crew of brave explorers prepared to venture into the unknown, driven by a singular question: what awaits us beyond the stars? But as they journeyed deeper into the cosmos, they would soon discover that not all mysteries are benign. A dark force known as the Void lurked in the shadows, threatening to consume everything in its path. With the fate of countless civilizations hanging in the balance, would they rise to the challenge and unite against the darkness? Or would they succumb to the very fear that sought to destroy them? The adventure of a lifetime was about to begin, and the universe was watching. In the year 2147, humanity stood on the precipice of a new era. The Earth, once a vibrant blue marble, was now a patchwork of cities and wilderness, struggling to sustain its ever-growing population. Climate change had reshaped landscapes and resources were dwindling. Yet amidst the chaos, a spark of hope ignited. The United Earth Federation had announced the launch of the Odyssey, a state-of-the-art starship designed for interstellar exploration. As I stood on the observation deck of the launch facility, gazing at the sleek vessel, I felt a surge of pride. This was not just a ship. It was a symbol of humanity's indomitable spirit. The Odyssey gleamed under the artificial lights, its hull reflecting the dreams and aspirations of millions. It was a marvel of engineering, equipped with advanced propulsion systems and life support technologies that promised to take us beyond the stars. Captain Torres, a seasoned astronaut with a heart full of dreams and a mind sharp as a comet's tail, was chosen to lead this historic mission. Her reputation preceded her. She was known for her courage and unwavering resolve. As I watched her address the crew, her voice crackled over the intercom, filled with determination and excitement. "Crew of the Odyssey, prepare for launch. We are about to embark on a journey beyond the stars to discover what awaits us in the cosmos." The anticipation in the air was palpable. Families and friends gathered to witness this momentous occasion, their faces illuminated by the glow of the launch pad. I could see the hope in their eyes, a collective yearning for a brighter future. As the countdown began, I felt a mix of exhilaration and trepidation. What lay beyond the familiar confines of our solar system? Would we encounter other civilizations, or were we truly alone in this infinite expanse? The countdown reached its climax, and with a roar that shook the very fabric of space, the Odyssey launched into the void. The ground trembled beneath us as the ship ascended, leaving behind the only home we had ever known. I watched in awe as Earth shrank into a distant sphere, a reminder of our origins and the challenges we faced. Days turned into weeks as we traveled through the vastness of the cosmos. The crew bonded over shared meals and stories of home, laughter echoing through the corridors of the ship. Yet the weight of the unknown loomed over us. Each star we passed was a reminder of the mysteries that lay ahead. One evening, as I stared out into the abyss, I noticed a flicker of light in the distance. It grew brighter, pulsating rhythmically, like a heartbeat in the dark. My heart raced with excitement and curiosity. "Captain, you need to see this," I called out, my voice trembling with anticipation. Captain Torres joined me at the observation window, her eyes narrowing as she focused on the anomaly. "What do you make of it?" she asked, her tone a mix of skepticism and intrigue. "I'm not sure, but it's unlike anything we've encountered so far," I replied, my pulse quickening. As we drew closer, The light transformed into a kaleidoscope of colors swirling and dancing in the void. It was mesmerizing, a cosmic ballet that beckoned us forward. Little did we know, this was just the beginning of our journey, a journey that would challenge our understanding of existence and redefine our place in the universe. With every passing moment, the excitement grew. The Odyssey was not just a vessel, it was a bridge to the unknown, a chance to rewrite the narrative of humanity. As we ventured deeper into the cosmos, I couldn't shake the feeling that we were on the brink of something extraordinary. The stars were calling, and we were ready to answer.
As the Odyssey glided through the vastness of space, the hum of the engines became a comforting backdrop to our journey. Each day brought new wonders, and the crew settled into a rhythm, a blend of work and camaraderie that made the ship feel like a second home. I often found myself gazing out at the stars, their brilliance a reminder of the infinite possibilities that lay ahead. Weeks passed, and the initial excitement of launch had transformed into a deep sense of purpose. We were explorers, pioneers of the cosmos, and the weight of that responsibility was both exhilarating and daunting. Captain Torres held daily briefings, her voice steady and inspiring, as she reminded us of our mission: to seek out new worlds, to gather knowledge, and to forge connections with whatever life we might encounter. One evening, as I sat in the observation lounge, I watched the stars streak by, their light bending and warping as we traveled at incredible speeds. The view was breathtaking, a cosmic tapestry woven with the threads of time and space. I felt a sense of unity with the universe, as if I were part of something much larger than myself. "Hey, you're going to wear a hole in that window if you keep staring," a voice broke through my reverie. It was Lieutenant Samira Patel, the ship's engineer, her dark hair pulled back in a practical bun. She plopped down beside me, a playful grin on her face. "What's got you so mesmerized?" I chuckled, shaking my head. "Just thinking about how far we've come. It's incredible, isn't it? We're really out here, exploring the unknown." Samira nodded, her expression turning serious. "Yeah, but it's also a little scary. We're venturing into uncharted territory. What if we find something hostile?" Her words hung in the air, a reminder of the risk we faced, but I couldn't let fear overshadow the excitement. "We're prepared for anything, Samira. We've trained for this. And besides, think of the discoveries we could make. New technologies, new cultures. It could change everything." She smiled, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "You're right. I just hope we find something amazing. Something that proves we're not alone in this vast universe." As the days turned into weeks, our routine became a blend of exploration and preparation. We conducted experiments, analyzed data from our instruments, and shared stories of our lives back on Earth. Each crew member brought their own unique perspective, and I found myself growing closer to them, united by a common goal. One fateful day, as we navigated through a particularly dense field of stars, the ship's sensors began to beep erratically. The lights flickered, and a sense of urgency filled the air. "Captain, we're detecting an anomaly ahead," I shouted, my heart racing. "On screen," Captain Torres commanded, her voice steady despite the tension. The main display lit up, revealing a swirling mass of energy, pulsating with vibrant colors. It was unlike anything we had ever seen. A cosmic phenomenon that seemed to defy the laws of physics. "What is it?" Samira asked, her brow furrowed in concentration. "I'm not sure," I replied, my mind racing. "It could be a wormhole, or perhaps a star about to go supernova. We need to analyze it further." "Prepare to take us closer," Captain Torres ordered, her eyes locked on the display. "We need to understand what we're dealing with." As we maneuvered the Odyssey closer to the anomaly, I felt a mix of fear and exhilaration. This was the moment we had trained for, the chance to uncover the mysteries of the universe. The ship vibrated with energy, and I could sense the crew's anticipation. "Hold on tight, everyone," Captain Torres said, her voice calm yet commanding. "We're about to make history." With that, we plunged into the unknown, ready to face whatever awaited us beyond the stars. As we approached the swirling mass of energy, the Odyssey trembled slightly, the ship's systems working overtime to maintain stability. The anomaly loomed larger on the view screen, a mesmerizing dance of colors that seemed to pulse with life. I could feel the tension in the air, a mixture of excitement and apprehension that coursed through the crew like electricity. "Steady as she goes," Captain Torres instructed, her voice steady and reassuring. "We're entering uncharted territory. Let's keep our wits about us." The ship glided closer, and I could see the intricate patterns within the anomaly, swirling like a cosmic whirlpool. It was beautiful and terrifying all at once. I felt a pull, an almost magnetic attraction to the colors that danced before us. "What do you think it is?" I asked Samira, who was monitoring the ship's systems with intense focus. "Hard to say," she replied, her fingers flying over the controls. "It could be a wormhole, a gateway to another part of the universe, or maybe it's a natural phenomenon we've never encountered before." "Whatever it is, we need to gather data," I said, my heart racing with anticipation. This could be a groundbreaking discovery. As we drew nearer, the anomaly began to change. The colors shifted, and I could see shapes forming within the swirling mass. My breath caught in my throat as I realized they were not just random patterns. They were structures, intricate and alien. "Captain, look!" I exclaimed, pointing at the screen. "There's something in there." Captain Torres leaned closer, her eyes narrowing in concentration. "Prepare to initiate scans. We need to understand what we're dealing with." The ship's sensors hummed to life, sending out waves of energy to probe the anomaly. Data flooded in, filling the screens with information. It's a space station," I stammered, my mind racing to comprehend the implications. "An alien space station?" The crew erupted in a mix of disbelief and excitement. "Are you sure?" Samira asked, her eyes wide. "Positive," I replied, my voice trembling with awe. "The structures are too organized to be natural. This is a constructed environment." "Can we establish communication?" Captain Torres asked, her voice steady despite the whirlwind of emotions around us. "Working on it," I said, my fingers dancing over the controls. I initiated a series of communication protocols, sending out a signal in hopes of making contact. The seconds felt like hours as we waited, the tension thick in the air. Then, as if in response to our call, the anomaly shimmered and a beam of light shot out, enveloping the Odyssey. The ship shook violently and alarms blared throughout the vessel. "What's happening?" Samira shouted, gripping her console. "Hold on!" Captain Torres commanded, her voice cutting through the chaos. "We're being pulled in." The view screen filled with blinding light, and I felt a sensation like being pulled through a tunnel. My heart raced as the world outside the ship dissolved into a kaleidoscope of colors. I closed my eyes, bracing for impact, unsure of what awaited us on the other side. When the light finally faded, I opened my eyes to a scene that took my breath away. We were inside the alien space station, surrounded by walls that shimmered with iridescent hues. The architecture was unlike anything I had ever seen. Curved surfaces and flowing lines that seemed to pulse with energy. "Welcome, travelers of Earth," a voice echoed through the chamber, melodic and soothing. I turned to see a figure materializing before us, tall and ethereal, with shimmering skin that reflected the colors of the station. "I am Zylara, guardian of the celestial nexus," the being continued, its voice resonating with warmth. "You have crossed the threshold into a realm of knowledge and unity." The crew stood in stunned silence, the weight of the moment sinking in. We had made contact with an alien civilization, and the possibilities stretched out before us like the stars themselves.
As Zylara's presence enveloped us, the atmosphere in the chamber shifted, filled with an energy that was both calming and exhilarating. The alien being stood before us, radiating a sense of wisdom and understanding that transcended words. I could feel the collective heartbeat of my crew, a mixture of awe and curiosity coursing through us like a shared pulse. "Welcome, travelers of Earth," Zylara repeated, its voice echoing softly, as if resonating from the very walls of the station. "You have journeyed far, and your arrival is a moment of great significance. We have watched your species grow, and now you stand on the brink of a new chapter in your history." Captain Torres stepped forward, her posture confident yet respectful. "We are honored to be here, Zylara. We seek knowledge and understanding. What is this place?" "This is the celestial nexus," Zylara explained, gesturing gracefully to the surroundings. a hub of knowledge and unity among countless civilizations across the cosmos. Here, we share our discoveries, our cultures, and our dreams. You are now part of this tapestry. The walls of the chamber shimmered, revealing images of distant worlds and vibrant life forms. I gasped as I saw scenes of alien landscapes, lush with colors and life, civilizations thriving in harmony. "This is incredible," I whispered, captivated by the beauty displayed before us. Xylara continued, "Your species possesses a unique spirit, a drive to explore and understand. It is time for you to join the cosmic community. We have much to share, and in return, we seek your insights and experiences." The weight of Xylara's words settled over us, a profound realization that we were not just visitors. We were potential allies in a grander narrative. "What do you wish to share with us?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper, overwhelmed by the enormity of the moment. "Knowledge is a gift," Xylara replied, its eyes shimmering with a light that seemed to penetrate my very soul. "We will share our understanding of the universe, the technologies that have allowed us to thrive, and the wisdom that comes from centuries of existence. In return, we ask for your stories, your struggles, and your triumphs." Captain Torres nodded, her expression resolute. "We will share everything we can, our history, our culture, and our dreams for the future." As we began to exchange knowledge, I felt a connection forming, a bridge between our worlds. Xylara introduced us to advanced technologies that could revolutionize our understanding of energy, medicine, and even space travel. Holographic displays filled the chamber, showcasing innovations that seemed like magic to our eyes. "Imagine harnessing the energy of stars," Xylara said, its voice filled with enthusiasm, "or understanding the intricacies of life at a molecular level. These are the gifts we offer." I could hardly contain my excitement. This could change everything for us. We could heal our planet, explore further, and connect with other civilizations. Xylara smiled, a gesture that radiated warmth. "Indeed, but with knowledge comes responsibility. You must understand the importance of unity and cooperation. The universe is vast, and it is filled with both wonders and dangers." As we delved deeper into discussions, I felt a sense of belonging that I had never experienced before. The crew shared stories of our struggles on Earth, the challenges we faced, and the resilience that defined us. Xylara listened intently, its presence a comforting reminder that we were not alone in our journey. "Your spirit is commendable," Xylara said, its voice resonating with sincerity. "But there are challenges ahead. A dark force known as the Void threatens the harmony of the cosmos. It seeks to extinguish the light of knowledge and unity." The weight of Xylara's words hung in the air, a stark reminder of the fragility of existence. "What can we do?" Captain Torres asked, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "You must prepare," Xylara replied, its gaze unwavering. "Together, we can stand against the Void. Your courage and determination will be vital in the battles to come." In that moment, I realized that our journey had transformed from mere exploration to a mission of survival and unity. We were not just representatives of Earth, we were part of a larger fight for the future of the cosmos. The stars had called us, and now we had a purpose that transcended our individual lives. Together, we would face whatever challenges awaited us, united in our quest for knowledge, understanding, and hope. As the weight of Xylara's revelation settled over us, a palpable tension filled the celestial nexus. The idea of a dark force known as the Void was both terrifying and sobering. I could see the concern etched on the faces of my crewmates, their expressions a mix of determination and fear. Captain Torres stood tall, her resolve unwavering as she addressed the crew. "We've come too far to turn back now," she said, her voice steady and commanding. "We have a responsibility not just to ourselves, but to the countless civilizations that depend on us. We must prepare to face this threat." The crew nodded in agreement, a shared understanding binding us together. We were no longer just explorers. We were protectors of knowledge and unity. Xylara guided us deeper into the Nexus, leading us to a vast chamber filled with holographic displays and advanced technology. Here, you will find the tools you need to combat the void, Xylara explained, gesturing to the shimmering screens. We will train you in the ways of our technology, and together, we will devise a strategy to confront this darkness. As we began our training, I felt a surge of adrenaline. The technology was unlike anything I had ever encountered. Energy weapons that harnessed the power of stars, shields that could deflect cosmic forces, and ships designed for agility and speed. Each session was a revelation, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Samira, ever the engineer, was particularly fascinated. This energy manipulation technology could revolutionize our own systems back on Earth, she marveled, her eyes wide with excitement. Imagine the possibilities. But amidst the excitement, I could sense an undercurrent of anxiety. The void was not just a distant threat. It was a reality that loomed over us. Xylara had shared stories of civilizations that had fallen to its darkness, entire worlds consumed by despair. Remember, Xylara cautioned during one of our training sessions, the void feeds on fear and division. It seeks to isolate and conquer. You must remain united, for your strength lies in your bond. Those words echoed in my mind as we trained. I could see the crew growing closer, each of us pushing one another to excel. We shared our fears and hopes, our laughter mingling with the seriousness of our mission. It was a reminder that we were not just fighting for ourselves. We were fighting for the future of countless beings across the cosmos. As the days turned into weeks, we honed our skills, preparing for the inevitable confrontation with the void. Xylara became a mentor to us, guiding us through simulations and strategies. You must learn to trust your instincts, it advised. In the heat of battle, your intuition will be your greatest ally. One evening, as I sat in the training room, I reflected on how far we had come. The Odyssey had transformed from a vessel of exploration into a ship of warriors, ready to defend the light of knowledge. I could feel the weight of our mission pressing down on me, but it was a weight I was willing to bear. "Are you ready for this?" Samira asked, breaking my reverie. She was leaning against the wall, her arms crossed, a playful smile on her face. "Ready as I'll ever be," I replied, trying to sound more confident than I felt. "We've trained hard, and we have each other. That counts for something." "Absolutely," she said, her smile widening. "We're not just a crew, we're a family, and families stick together." As we prepared for the final stages of our training, I felt a sense of camaraderie that transcended our individual fears. We were bound by a common purpose, a shared destiny that would lead us into the heart of darkness. The day of reckoning was approaching, and I could feel the anticipation building within me. We would face the void together, united in our resolve to protect the light of knowledge and unity. The stars had called us, and now we were ready to answer that call, ready to confront whatever awaited us in the depths of the cosmos. Together, we would stand against the darkness, and together, we would fight for our future. The day of reckoning arrived with a heavy silence that enveloped the celestial nexus. The air was thick with anticipation, and I could feel the tension radiating from my crewmates as we gathered in the command center of the Odyssey. The holographic displays flickered with data, showing the movements of the void as it approached, a dark storm on the horizon. Captain Torres stood at the helm, her expression resolute. "This is it, everyone. We've trained for this moment, and now we must put everything we've learned into action. The void is relentless, but we are not alone. We have each other, and we have the knowledge we've gained." The crew nodded, determination etched on their faces. I could see the fire in their eyes, a shared resolve that ignited a spark of hope within me. We were ready to face the darkness, to stand against the force that threatened not just our lives, but the very essence of unity and knowledge across the cosmos. As we prepared for battle, Xylara joined us, its presence a calming force amidst the chaos. Remember, the void feeds on fear and division. Stay united and trust in your training. You are stronger together." With those words echoing in our minds, we took our positions. The Odyssey hummed with energy as we powered up the advanced weaponry we had learned to wield. I felt the adrenaline coursing through my veins, a mix of fear and exhilaration. This was the moment we had trained for, the culmination of our journey. "Engage the shields," Captain Torres commanded, her voice cutting through the tension. The ship vibrated as the protective barriers enveloped us, shimmering with energy. I glanced at Samira, who was monitoring the systems, her brow furrowed in concentration. "Shields at maximum power," she reported, her voice steady. "We're ready for whatever comes our way." The view screen displayed the approaching darkness, a swirling mass that seemed to pulse with malevolence. It was a sight that sent chills down my spine, a reminder of the stakes we faced. "Here it comes," I whispered, my heart racing. As the void drew closer, the ship shook violently, alarms blaring throughout the vessel. "Brace for impact," Captain Torres shouted, her voice firm. The darkness enveloped us, and I felt a wave of despair wash over me. It was as if the very essence of hope was being siphoned away. "Stay focused," Torres urged, her voice cutting through the haze. "We can't let it take us." With a surge of determination, I activated the ship's weapons, unleashing a barrage of energy blasts into the heart of the void. The beams of light pierced through the darkness, illuminating the swirling mass for a brief moment. I could see the tendrils of the void recoiling, but it was only a temporary reprieve. "Keep firing," Samira shouted, her fingers flying over the controls. "We need to push it back." The crew worked in perfect harmony, each of us playing our part in this desperate struggle. I could feel the bond between us strengthening, a shared purpose that fueled our resolve. We were not just fighting for our lives, we were fighting for the future of countless civilizations. As the battle raged on, I could see the void shifting, adapting to our attacks. It was a living entity, a force that sought to consume everything in its path. "It's learning from us," I yelled, panic creeping into my voice. "Then we need to outsmart it," Captain Torres replied, her eyes blazing with determination. "Let's change tactics, focus on creating a diversion." With a nod, I redirected our fire, creating a series of blinding flashes that momentarily disoriented the void. "Now!" I shouted, and we unleashed a concentrated blast aimed at its core. The energy surged forward, striking the heart of the darkness. For a moment, the void faltered, and I felt a surge of hope. "We can do this!" I exclaimed, my voice filled with conviction. But just as quickly, the darkness roared back, more furious than before. It lashed out, tendrils of shadow reaching for the Odyssey, seeking to ensnare us in its grasp. "Hold steady," Captain Torres commanded, her voice unwavering. The ship shook violently as the void's tendrils struck, but we held our ground. "We're not going down without a fight," Samira shouted, her eyes fierce with determination. With one final push, we concentrated our fire, channeling all our energy into a single powerful blast. The light surged forward, piercing through the darkness like a beacon of hope. In that moment, I felt a connection to every being in the universe, a shared struggle against the encroaching darkness. In the aftermath of the battle, silence enveloped the celestial nexus. The void, once a swirling mass of darkness, had dissipated, leaving behind a shimmering expanse of stars that felt more vibrant than ever. I could hardly believe we had emerged victorious. The crew of the Odyssey stood in awe, our hearts still racing from the adrenaline of the fight. Captain Torres took a deep breath, her expression a mixture of relief and pride. "We did it," she said, her voice steady but filled with emotion. "We stood against the darkness and emerged stronger." Cheers erupted around the command center, a chorus of voices celebrating our hard-fought victory. I felt a wave of gratitude wash over me, not just for our survival, but for the bond we had forged in the heat of battle. We were no longer just a crew. We were a family, united by our shared experiences and the challenges we had faced together. Zylara appeared beside us, its ethereal form glowing with a soft light. "You have proven yourselves, travelers of Earth. Your courage and unity have triumphed over the void. You are now part of the cosmic community." The weight of Xylara's words sank in, and I felt a swell of pride. We had not only defended ourselves, but had also taken our first steps into a larger universe. "What happens now?" I asked, my voice filled with curiosity. "Now we celebrate this victory and reflect on the lessons learned," Xylara replied, its voice resonating with warmth. "But remember, the cosmos is vast, and there will always be challenges ahead. Your journey is just beginning." As we gathered to celebrate, I looked around at my crewmates, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of the Nexus. Laughter and joy filled the air, a stark contrast to the tension we had felt just moments before. Samira clinked her glass against mine, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "We did it! I can't believe we actually fought the void and won." "It feels surreal," I replied, still trying to process the enormity of what we had accomplished. "But we couldn't have done it without each other." The celebration continued, stories of our victory shared amidst laughter and camaraderie. We recounted the moments of fear and bravery, the way we had rallied together when it mattered most. Each tale was a reminder of our resilience, a testament to the strength we had found in one another. As the festivities began to wind down, Xylara gathered us once more. "I have a gift for you," it said, its voice gentle yet powerful. "A token of our alliance and a symbol of your journey." With a wave of its hand, a shimmering orb appeared, pulsating with light. "This is a fragment of the celestial nexus, imbued with knowledge and energy. It will guide you on your path and serve as a reminder of the unity we have forged." I reached out, feeling the warmth radiating from the orb. It was beautiful, a swirling mix of colors that seemed to dance with life. "Thank you, Xylara," I said, my voice filled with gratitude. "We will cherish this gift and the bond we share." As we prepared to leave the celestial nexus, I felt a sense of purpose welling up inside me. We were not just returning to Earth. We were embarking on a new mission. We would share our experiences, the knowledge we had gained, and the stories of our victory against the void. The Odyssey hummed with energy as we set our course for home. I took one last look at the nexus, a place that had changed us forever. The stars twinkled brightly, a reminder of the vastness of the universe and the adventures that awaited us. As we traveled through the cosmos, I felt a renewed sense of hope. We were part of something greater, a cosmic community that transcended the boundaries of our individual worlds. The challenges we had faced had only strengthened our resolve, and I knew that together we could overcome anything. In the days that followed, we shared our stories with the people of Earth, igniting a spark of curiosity and wonder. The knowledge we had gained from Xylara and the celestial nexus would pave the way for a brighter future, one where humanity could thrive among the stars. As I stood on the observation deck, gazing out at the endless expanse of space, I felt a sense of belonging. The universe was vast and filled with possibilities, and we were ready to explore it together. The stars had called us, and we would answer, united in our quest for knowledge, understanding, and hope. And as we ventured into the unknown, I couldn't help but feel that this was just the beginning of our journey. The cosmos awaited, and we were ready to embrace whatever lay beyond the stars.